Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to discord.js series. So in the previous video we learned all the user inputs we have handled have lived directly inside the chat bar uh, or as a component buttons underneath a message. But what if you want the user to fill out an actual form like a staff application, a bug report or a profile setup layout? So in this episode 7 we are mastering models. So models are native pop-up input forms that overlay a user's entire Discord screen, and by the end of this video you will know how to construct multi-line form windows, enforce text lengths, and handle the inbound form submission seamlessly using the automated event handlers. So let's open up VS Code and continue with the coding part. So I have opened up the coded bot folder, and then again in the commands we are going to create a file called as apply.js, and then apply.js. In that, first of all, as always, we will import the Discord library which we require, and then we'll create the basic command like module.exports and then data new discord./command handler, and dot set name will be apply, and dot set description will be open the staff application form, and then comma. So we don't need any kind of options for this. So and then async execute interaction, and then also add client if you are using any kind of things related to the client. And now what we will create is we will create a model window container. So for that, const model equals to new discord.modalBuilder, and then we'll set a custom ID to it. So that custom ID will be staff application, and then we will add a title to it, set title staff application form. Now we will build individual text fields. So first the name input, so const name input equals to new discord.textInputBuilder, and then we will also add a custom ID to it. So dot set custom ID, that would be the name input, and then dot set label would be what is your name or nickname we can ask, and then we can add style. So dot set style would be text input style dot short, and then we can add a placeholder. So set placeholder like example John Doe, and then dot set required true. So this field needs to be filled, that is the required field, they can't skip it. Then we need to ask user the reason, like why they want to be the staff. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this. Yes, why this isn't indented properly, like this. Yeah, so now const reason input new text input will, instead of app reason, we can keep it app reason, like application reason. And then dot set level, why do you want to join a staff team, and then text input style paragraph, and dot set required true. So the minimum length of the paragraph should be 10 characters and the maximum length should be 500 characters. So that is min length and max length. And now we have models, models require each input to be its own separate action row. So we have to create two action row, and the first action row will have the name input, and the second action row will have the reason input. And now we will add action rows to the model container which we created here as const model. So model dot add components, first action row and second action row. And now await interaction dot show model. Now we will run this. npm run deploy global. Now deploying 6 commands. Now npm start. So the the apply command has been registered. I'll reload Discord because I know it won't be loaded here. And now apply. Okay, there was an error while executing the command. Let's see what's the error. Okay, it's just showing an error. What might be the error for it? Yeah, I know the error, because here we have directly used this. We have to use this, and here also same. We have to use discord.textInputStyle. Yeah. So now again npm run deploy global and then npm start. So that was the error. Now I can dismiss this and I can just do apply. Okay, again there is an error. So let's see what we are doing. Error executing command apply. So I guess here again discord.actionBuilder. Now we'll open up another terminal again. Global and then npm start. And now hope it works this time. Yes, it does work. So when I use the apply command, you can see it's not there, it will be here. So this is not the message we show, this is the default message shown by Discord.js. So now the title staff application form. So what is your name or nickname? So I'll just write Stosh. And then why do you want to join a staff team? To help this server grow. And now if I just write it like this, so you can see must be 10 characters or more in length, and you can see must be between 10 and 500 in length, because the min value we have set is 10 and the max value is 500. To help this server grow. And now if I click on submit, it won't do anything. It will say something went wrong because the bot doesn't know yet like where to register this interaction, where to submit it. Like when a user hits that submit button on the model, it doesn't execute a chat command, it fires a special submission interaction. And like like the dedicated event framework we have, we can intercept this globally right inside the interaction create file. So just go to just go to events and in interaction create, and inside the execute, like here just type in like if interaction dot is model submit, and if in that interaction dot custom id is staff application, we will check our custom id in, yeah, so the custom id is staff application of our model. Then we will extract the user inputs using their unique custom IDs like this. Yeah, and this was staff name and application reason. We will cross check it. Okay, it was not staff name, it was actually name input. Yeah. And now once we get this, what we'll do is we will acknowledge the submission securely. So what we'll write is await interaction dot reply, and in the content we will write application submitted, the name with name and reason, and we can like keep it ephemeral, so only to that particular user it's shown, it doesn't show to all the users. And in console dot, and we can add a console dot log line that new application submitted, name, reason. So we are just logging the details to a console. This is just for development, or you can add a logging channel later, so it logs to that particular Discord channel in your server. But right now, for development purposes, we are just showing it in our terminal. Now, okay, I'll keep this open. Now what we'll do is we'll open up the terminal and just type in npm run deploy global, and then npm start again, apply. Yeah, so okay, it shows my previous because it wasn't submitted. So now when I click on submit, oh, it's showing an error. I don't know why. Maybe the command is outdated. I'll just reload it because there was no error in the console, so I don't think there's an error in the code. Yeah, now Ashutosh, to help this server grow, submit. Okay, it's again throwing an error. Why is that? Why is it throwing an error? Okay, if interaction dot is model submit, that is correct. And if interaction dot custom id triple equals to staff application, yeah, the custom IDs are correct. Then await interaction dot reply. Yeah, I think everything is correct. So just let me pull up the, yeah, I'll just type here when I'm using the apply command and clicking on submit button, it says something went wrong. It should work. I don't know, it might be some small error. I don't know where is the error. Let's just cross check the IDs again. So name input, application reason, name input app reason, name input app reason. Okay, the IDs are correct actually. Also the model ID is correct. Don't know what's the error. Okay, let's just see. Okay, what it did is it's just shifted the code. Okay, what? Okay, let's see. I found the controlling work. The interaction handler returns immediately for anything that is not a chat command. So model submits. Okay, so it was like taking that if interaction dot it, if it isn't a chat input command, then it won't return anything. So that code will be below and the model code will be above. So that was the error. Like there was no error, kind of error, but like it's just that um that the handler returned early for anything that was not a chat command. So the model submit from /apply never got processed. Okay, now I hope this works. New terminal, npm run deploy global, then npm start, cancel, and then again apply. I guess we will have the same, yeah. Yes, done actually. Now application submitted, name Ashutosh, reason. Okay, done. Okay, and now if I go to Visual Studio Code, you can see new application submitted, Ashutosh, reason, to help this server grow. So yes, now the model is working. It was just a like kind of logical error that we wrote this if condition was first and this was after that, so anything which wasn't a chat input command, it wasn't checking for it, so the code wasn't reaching till the model submit interaction. That was just the error. So just swap the places, like this came below and this got up, and now it's working. And this was the apply command. So what we did is just imported discord.js, then we set the name, description, then we create a model, we give that model a custom id and a title, and then we create inputs for, like, we create inputs using the input builder. First was the name, then the reason, and then we create separate action rows for each input, and then we attach those action rows to the model component, and then we show that model. And now in interaction create, when there is a model and if the model id is this, we take the name and the reason, then we reply to it, and then we just console.log. And in the future, if you connect a database, so you can add to that database, or you can just log it to a channel in your server. Yeah, so like this is how we use models in discord.js. So now you know how to build native overlay models, configure single and multi-line inputs, enforce character filters, and manage data submissions globally using your event handler. And now that we have completely mastered front-end components, it's time to build smart inputs. Like in the next episode, we are breaking down choices and autocomplete. Like in chat input commands, in the options there we can add choices and we can add autocomplete to it, so allowing a bot to search arrays and suggest options in real time right inside the chat bubble as the user types. So if there is a very long option, the user doesn't need to write it fully. Like after writing some words, you can just get autocomplete like you get on like any application now. So if this pop-up form guide leveled up your UI toolsets, like then please smash that like button on the video and subscribe so you don't miss the autocomplete episode. And if you run into model error, you can always comment, or just if you're using Visual Studio Code, you can use the built-in AI. Like it's very helpful. It doesn't use, I don't guess it I guess it doesn't use like the top models, but it still gives, like if you get the small errors, like the errors I get, like sometimes there is a syntax error which you can't notice easily, but when you give it, it shows that it's just a syntax error or just a logical error. It just fixes it in seconds. So you can use that, or you can always drop a comment and I can help you with it. So if you like this video, then please hit the like button, and if you like such kind of content, then make sure to hit the subscribe button, and the code link is given in the description, and my coffee link is also given in the description. Thanks for watching.